Me, I would never live with a jealous man. Or calling me, where are you? Nah. I'll ask him, don't you have anything to do? Don't you have a life? Go to work, do something. Where are you? Oh, I'm with my friends, the phone is ringing. What time are you coming? Hell no. Bye.
Today I got time. Just a youngin' putting to work, I'm on my grind, yeah. Training and I'm working part-time, so when I hit the league, best believe I'm gon' shine, yeah. I've been in the shade for a while now. I've been cooking up, trying to make the fan proud. 25 and I gotta be the man now. I've been tucked, but it's time for me to stand out.
These folks got goddamn hit his shit, no cap.
Switch up that microwave from the back, straight away. Switch it up from the back, it's easy, just turn it off. And remove that thing from the cooker. That plastic thing. Sometimes that cooker is hot, it will melt.
Welcome back to another MUKBAng. So mom, the people want to know, how is it to raise 3 boys?
It's very challenging in the sense that boys are too energetic. So you got to channel the energy. It was good that you guys loved sport naturally, like we didn't push into sport.
Were we naughty, like around the house, growing up?
Yes, you were tricky, but because of that discipline I had of sitting well on the seats, not touching my things, I had very fragile, especially when we were living in Kenya.
But you're still like that now?
Yeah, I'm very fragile with my furniture and the little things I buy for the house, the decors. I don't like anyone mucking around with that.
Wait, like with your pregnancy, did you have C-section or?
No, all natural.
Natural, huh? Do you think it's better for women to have natural birth?
It is, if you can cope with the pain.
The pain is hard.
I'm from the old school, so...
Your old school niggas tough. Old school,
we prefer that. And then, even when I'm from the old school, but we had C-section. We used to call it cesarean, I think. Yeah, that's what the word C-section comes from anyway.
But you chose to do it natural? Yeah,
I chose to do it natural. When I came to Australia and I was going to have Emmanuel, they gave me an option of the epidural. Epidural is the needle. They put it on your back, and then it sort of paralyzes you, so that when you're having the baby, you don't feel pain. So when they were talking to me about it, I only listened to the disadvantages, and I said no. They told me the advantages, but I focused more on the disadvantages. You asked me why, what were the disadvantages? They just, things like chronic back pain, you could end up being paralyzed, could affect your spine, all that. Then I was like, nah. But people do epidural anyway, and they've survived. Yeah.
Did you ever wish you had a daughter?
As you guys grow older, I wish I had a daughter. But because of my personality, with a daughter, I would have clashed with the daughter in her teenage day. In her teenage.
You think you should get your personality?
It would clash.
She'll argue back with you.
Yeah, it would clash. Well, I don't really argue back, but I'm very strong personality. So that would really clash, me and her. But as we've grown, as you guys have grown older, now, I wish I'd had a daughter, because, yes, you go through that stage with a girl, but later on, the girls become your friend.
So it's like your sister.
Yeah. You end up hanging out together, doing stuff together. Like now I'll be going to the club with her, I'll be going to the pub with her. A decent daughter, not these mjuajis. All my friends in Australia are very young. Much younger than me, that's why they call me Auntie Rose.
What do you think the problem is with girls from this generation?
They're living in their own world. They don't have values anymore.
Facts.
It's all about themselves, selfishness. It's all about the way they look. They don't give a damn about anyone else. I see girls who are living with parents. It's all about, they're so obsessed with themselves. They will not even contribute in the house to buy milk, because the money they have to save and do their nails. Or I have to save money to buy a wig. I have to save money, I don't know to do what. It's all about themselves. So this generation is really screwed up.
How was it back in your days? Like even with like men and like how was it?
We were quite decent people. We were brought up by the whole village, not like now. Them days, the whole village brought you up, but they did it out of love. It was tough love, and it was not something coming to spite and say, oh, you know, for example, Rose did this to upset you. It was like they see me doing it, they deal with me, and then they tell my parents. I found Rose, she had either sneaked out of school, I found her somewhere in the city, I disciplined her.
So she can even beat you?
Yes.
Oh! Nowadays,
that's why we're well mannered.
Nowadays, someone can say, "Don't touch my." But that's what I'm saying. Was back in then there's a village, so they can beat you. Then they'll go tell your dad,
Yeah.
"I saw Rose," and your dad will be like, "Good."
Yeah. I don't care what people think about you boys. You people are respectful. You've got good manners. You're not boys that I can argue with in the house. You know, you don't answer back. It's the discipline. You're not those kids who, you don't answer back.
Like we don't answer back to you.
No,
like,
you don't answer back.
Sometimes I might like kiss my teeth, like.
Yeah, you'll talk under your breath, but who cares because I'm not listening.
Yeah, I'll be like.
But you guys don't answer. I know you're not perfect. You made a lot of mistakes, all of you. But for me, the respect, even in Australia, even in, in Sydney especially, people who come here, they always come back and say, Rose, it doesn't matter. We've had some challenges. It comes back to you people are very respectful. Even when people come to the house, you come and shake their hands, say hello, and you people are very well spoken. You guys speak very well. Then you're eloquent. How are you guys doing? You know, welcome to the house. That's one good thing. It's a gift that God has given you because I've been around so many kids. They look at you, you come to their house, they sit in their rooms, some of them sneer, some of them just switch off.
When we were younger, like I was always like, go say bye to this auntie. Make sure you call her auntie.
Even when I came to Australia 22 years ago, some of my friends' kids were not saying auntie and uncle, they could just say Rose. And I said, no, you can't call me Rose. Auntie. So it started, I came in very strong with that.
Even our friends, remember when our friends would come over, they say hi, and then you say, no, it's Auntie Rose.
Yeah,
and since little kids, Frank, everyone who came over, hey Auntie Rose, like you even discipline other, you used to discipline other kids. Say,
when
no,
I babysit.
Her name's Auntie Rose.
Yeah.
My friends would be like, okay, hey Auntie Rose.
You tell me, oh, your daughter-in-laws, I don't know what kind of girls. I pray for the best. But
I would even go.
Yeah, I like Letitia. Well, I just met her 5 minutes, but I liked her. But first impression is always...
Her first impression was good?
There are people you meet first time, and there's a question mark. And then...
But Letitia, that's my girlfriend for you guys who don't know. She was like quiet, she was very shy, innit?
Yeah, she was shy, but for me also, I mean, it's not about being quiet, because still waters run deep. The quiet ones can also be very dangerous. You know, we've got quiet people in the family, and you know. I think for me, it's just the body language, and in her generation, most young girls when they come and meet, like the way she met Auntie Rosalyn and me, myself, and Uncle Clem, she came in a very respectful way. The young generation, most of them now,
what do they do?
They just come with attitude like, oh hi, sorry, mom. You know, and she was respectful, and we saw her real face. So she didn't come with long eyelashes. Even me, I like long eyelashes. I love makeup, but I'll wear it when it's necessary, like especially when I'm going out. So she didn't come with those fake things. At least we saw what she was. Then, you know, later on we see her with makeup, but when she came with makeup, we say we would be confused. How does she look that? The next day we meet at the street.
Even me, like as a guy, I like a woman in her most natural state. In your without makeup, nothing. Like that's who I'm gonna get used to more than someone who's putting on makeup, innit? So that's one thing.
And there's nothing wrong with makeup.
Yeah.
For me, there's nothing wrong with makeup because even me, I wear makeup. I go to work. I mean, when I go to work, I don't wear makeup because I don't need makeup at work. I used to be a flight attendant for many years, and every time you have to go to work, you have to go to makeup, but you have to have a break. Your face has to breathe. Sometimes even when you're with your boyfriend or I'm with dad, I don't have to wear makeup to hang out with him because, or somebody calls me on FaceTime. You used to makeup, you start avoiding the camera because you don't want them to see you without makeup. You know what I mean? But it's okay, and it's all right to wear makeup. You know, people, it enhances beauty at the end of the day. But I'm just saying, it's good she came the way she came. She appeared. She showed herself, and yeah.
So you and Dad have been married for how long?
24, 25 years.
What's your advice from the old school generation?
I'm not an expert in that area, but for me, I'm talking from my experience. You need to be friends with your person.
Like your homie.
That is me and Alois, we are friends. That's why you can see us joking, laughing. It's not about the attraction that person looks hot, I don't know what. No, there are values in that person and the other person. With their person, people have got their strength and weaknesses. So you measure the strength. If the strength are there and the weaknesses are there, you can do that. But if the weaknesses are there and the strength are there, forget about that person.
It's like, even with my good friends, we argue. My best friends, we argue, we fight, you know, like when I'm at Sajad's school, you know, we argue, and then 2 minutes later we laugh, you know, or we talk about football or something, you know, so it's that type of...
So it's that kind of thing. And also it's, you compromise, you know, you sit down and compromise. Communication, you must communicate. Like Alois, one thing I say about Alois, he's not the sulking person. That is one, and he says, I never came from a family where people sulk. Okay, me, I'll be like, a bit like, or try to sulk, and he'll be like, you know what? I can't stand that sulking. And I'd be so disgusted if you boys sulk, because it's women who are supposed to be sulking, not men. Alois doesn't keep grudges, which is good, because he just minds his own business.
Could you be with Dad if he was like you? Your person is loud and energetic. You guys, because Dad's more quiet.
He's more calm. He's slow to speak, but when he speaks, it makes sense. His mouth is not barbara all the time, making noise. The best thing about being in a relationship, in marriage, is having compromise with one another. Have a relationship of friends. Let your man have his friends and have your friends. Don't make your man now your best friend, where every time you have to go hang out with him.
Like me as a friend, like there'll be times if I'm with my girl, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with the man then. We'll go play FIFA. Maybe even I take a holiday with my homies. You know what I'm saying?
And that's okay.
And she, with my girl, she goes out with her friends.
But you know why people do? So most people do that. Most people who have that kind of lifestyle or relationship where a man can hang with his friends, a girl can hang with her girlfriends, the girl can go away with the girls, it's because of people who don't have insecurities. People who have insecurities are the ones who want to hang around with their husbands or wives because of the insecurities.
Like, why are you gonna go hang out with your girl when if she's with her friends? It's like, for me, it's like, you go and have fun. Like, do your thing. I'll go hang out with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? And like, we'll link up later. Like, and
because also when you give each other space, you don't suffocate each other.
Exactly.
When you hang out a lot together, you suffocate each other, and you appreciate. Alois knows I've got friends, and it's also good just for a woman to have her friends, because when things go down, you have those girls behind your back, and your man knows this chick. She has sisterhood. She has the girl code. There are people who I've got friends who will fight for me. Alois knows that. Who will be like, no, Alois, that's not acceptable. So that's another thing. So for me, you know, have a marriage. It's not about social media, showing off, you know, we're on social media. I mean, so we take photos. Of course, social media, we all want to be on social media and show things, but most things we are faking, to be honest. It's not real, but in real life, have a person, you understand each other, you communicate like you have a girlfriend, you communicate, you compromise, you reach a compromise. Anything you discuss, you have to sit down and say, okay, Letitia, this is what I think and this is what I think. So what can we do about it? Not arguing or the man being on top. Nah, final.
Maybe like ego, like the ego thing,
egoistic and proud. No, I said it and that's the final. No, it doesn't work like that. You see me, I would never live with a jealous man. No.
Like a man who's always,
or calling me, where are you? Nah. I'll ask him, don't you have anything to do? Don't you have a life? Go to work, do something.
And he's like, where are you? What time are you coming home?
Because even I don't do that with Dad, you know, like, you know, we'll ask each other, unless we are going out for dinner or lunch, you know, or something will be, like, what time will you be home? There's something we want to do. Like tomorrow we want to go for a meeting, we want to go and do, there's a business we want to do in Nairobi. So he asked me, what time are you coming home tomorrow? But, where are you? I'm with my friends, the phone is ringing. What time are you coming? Hell no. Bye.
So you just, for me, I've never understood that point to be like even like one of my homies in Sweden, Richie, he'd always just be like, you never, because we see those guys, they're jealous and they're calling, they share the location. Nah.
That is insecurities. You know that? I don't want to have a man who has insecurities, and I don't want a man to have a woman who has insecurities. So if Letitia is she has insecurities, you need to question that. You need to ask yourself, is that the person I need to live with for the rest of the life?
So in terms of like, if I go out, is she like, oh, Eve, da, da, da.
You've communicated. You come to her and say, Letitia, I'm going out. I'll be in the city. Maybe I'll be at Oxford Street, but then I don't know where I'll end up later, because we can go to Oxford Street, we change our mind, we go to Cruise Bar, okay? So I'll be there. You've communicated enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've communicated. If you need to ask her something, maybe you're out, you say, oh, you know, I forgot this, or do you mind? That's when you call. But she cannot be calling you, oh, you told me you're going to be at Oxford. Now I've just seen on Instagram, now you're at, what are you doing there? You didn't even tell me about it. No. That, you know, that is toxic. Start saying, see you later. That is toxic.
Even with Leticia, it's always like communication. If I say, she says, all right, have a good time, enjoy. I'm gonna hit you when I get home.
It is, as long as you both respect, like me. I'll go out and Dad will know where I am. Why? Instagram. I'm a social queen. I'll go to Cruise Bar, I'll be taking with my friends. I'll go to here, I'll go here. And you come outside, you say, Dad, I went out, you know, we met these guys, you're trying to hit at us, you know? And you laugh and it's like, oh. Like one time we went out with Alois to a pub. And people were dancing, and he was having a beer, and I said, oh, let me go and dance. And I went to dance. And you know, when I came to sit down, he said, I'm so disappointed. No one even danced with you. He said, no one even came to ask you for a dance. That is so disappointing. I was like, oh, whatever. I said, you know, when you're married, you're dancing on the dance floor with confidence. People know as she's taken. When you're single, it shows in your eyes.
That's true.
You're looking.
Yeah, because someone you're confident and you're not even looking at anyone else.
Yeah.
You know? You're just there dancing.
Yeah.
It's not like you're
minding your own business.
You're just minding your own business.
They know that one is taken.
And if a nigga comes, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
They know that one is taken. So when you're sitting there with their eyes single, they know that one.
Attack.
Hunt. Let's go and hunt. They are hunting.
The wolves.
Mafisi. In Kenya we say mafisi.
What is mafisi? Wolves.
Hyenas.
Hyenas. Those guys, when they see
grew up in parents were separated, but we grew up most of the time with my mom. She never ever told us never to go and see our dad. Never.
See, that's old school.
Never,
huh?
Never. And she died before my dad. You know, my mom died before my dad. She collapsed and died. So can you imagine if she had told us, don't see your dad, and then she dies, and then what?
So she was always cool.
Go and see your dad, go and see him. That's your dad.
Facts. Thanks for dinner, Mom. I'm glad you guys can learn from my mother. She's giving you guys a lot of gems, relationships. They need to listen to what you're saying, you know. The old generation, they're wise.
I'm not the best, but just from the old school experience, you guys just values and respect. We make mistakes, and a relationship is not a smooth ride. It's not a bed of roses. What you see on Netflix or TV or Instagram, fake. Most of it is fake. The real thing is being in it and experiencing. Otherwise, take it easy. If you're struggling in a relationship, look. If it's an abusive relationship, get out. If it's toxic, get out.
Get out, yeah. Because
there's insecurities there.
And life's too short. Life's too short to be in a miserable relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it impacts everyone. When you're miserable in a relationship, it impacts your friends. And it shows on your face. It impacts on your friends, your sisters, your brothers, your children, your cousins, everyone, because that you're so miserable inside. So, and you want to be negative, and then everyone around you can be negative. And for me, I'm 57 years old. I don't have time for negativity. These days, anyone negative, whether it's my brother, sister, friend, see you later.
Yeah, facts.
Bye.
Facts.
Love you guys. Like, share, subscribe. We've reached to how many? 1.1K subscribers. We need the numbers, guys. We need the numbers. Okay. Laters. Boom.
Today I got time. Just a youngin' putting work, I'm on my grind, yeah. Training and I'm working part-time, so when I hit the league, best believe I'm gon' shine, yeah. I've been in the shade for a while now. I've been cooking up, trying to make the fan proud. 25 and I gotta be the man now. I've been tucked, but it's time for me to stand out. I've been grinding.